Those were the unsure cheers for Princess of Sylmar when her coaching club American Oaks win was still in question. Here's what they sounded like after a powerful move heading into the stretch resulted in her second convincing Grade 1 victory. And well before breeder Ed Stanko, his family, and partners, King of Prussia Stable, provided the initial fireworks to Saratoga's 150th racing season, the princess stood quietly in her stall. The homebred filly may have been unaware that her number one fan and owner was coming for a pre-race visit, but she welcomed him as horse racing nation caught up with the passionate and doting head of King of Prussia Stable, Ed Stanko, for our day with the princess.
Feeling good. More importantly, my filly is feeling good. She's great. She had a great night last night, and you can tell her coat shining, just glistening red silk, and she's real happy this morning. And I don't know if she knows something special is going to happen today as she tries to, oh yeah, there you go. She tries to make history, but she's doing really, really well. So we're pretty thrilled about the whole thing. Well, she's been great all along, as you know, and it's been another level after the Oaks. But the thing is, we were there when she was born, and we raised her from a little girl, and she's growing up, and so we always had a lot of faith in her. About a year ago, March, I said to Todd, before she had ever come to Todd, when she was still on the farm, as a young 2-year-old, I said, Todd, this is going to be your Oaks horse. And we shipped her, and then I said to him a couple of weeks ago, I said, Todd, you remember I told you that? And he said, I sure do. And how do you explain it? You can't, right? Right? Can you explain that, baby? We've had good ones. We've been close with all of them. Her mother was great. I mean, her mother had a couple, had some issues. She gave it her best. And then when we retired her, we put her in the, we decided to breed her mom, Storm Dixie, when the market was at an all-time low, because we said, we're not breeders. Breeders are having some problems, but because it's only one, why not? Get in low and hopefully something will come out. And then by accident, this is the first one we had, and it was, the Storm Dixie, as you know, was supposed to go to Grand Slam, and he was injured, and we got the call and said, we don't have, we can't use Grand Slam. Who do you want to use with Storm Dixie? And then they said, well, we've got this young freshman sire. He's really untested, Majestic Warrior. And I said, how long do I have to decide? And they go, you got about 15 minutes because she's here in the breeding shed. So we said, okay, we'll go with Majestic Warrior. What the heck? It's our first one. And, tell me we're not blessed. I don't know if she knows how special she is, but I think she's getting an inkling about it. Luck is a big part, but it is. I mean, luck you gotta have. You gotta have the things going your way. But on the other side of it, there's so many people. If you just look around the track, all the guys that are working, everyone here is very passionate about what they do. And from the day she was born at Sylmar Farm, they would always have somebody handling her. Every single day someone would, so she would get really used to it. And then not only on top of that, our view is don't rush them, take your time. So she was late to the races because we just want her to relax and learn her trade first, graduate before she goes. And so when she did that, you can see how well behaved she is. We took our time, and she's just done everything right. So, in racing, you have to have the luck, you got to have the skills, you got to have the heart, and then you have to have the physical fitness. And so we're very fortunate that we've got all of that. Pretty frequently. Yeah, and it's been funny all along because, we always thought she was very good, and, a lot of the public handicappers, they overlooked her because they really didn't look at her form and how she won her races, and so we always felt she had a pretty good chance. But then the phone really started ringing off the hook, And that's sort of a life-changing experience, I have to tell you. You can tell, she's part of the family now. Right? Yeah, of course.
Nobody's jealous?
Yeah, a little bit. No, not really. They're all part of it. She's a big part of everything we do. And I should say for all my partners, too. I've got a few other partners that have, been with us. We've all been together on this for a number of years. And so for all of us, it's just very, very special. I studied it for about 5 years, and then I went to work with a fellow, Mike Cassio. We were partners in business, and Mike had some horses and was one of Todd's first clients. So when we got, and so, just talking about it with him, and we said, okay, let's go. Let's do it. And so we formed a partnership, and he had horses, and our first horse was Mr. Rains, who, Johnny got him over the line to win his maiden claiming condition. That was pretty good. That was about the peak of his career. And then, but the second horse that we were involved with, Mike had another stable, Sell Madcap Stable. We had Cape Side Ladies. So our second horse was 2-, 3-, and 4-year-old champion, New York bred. And that was very exciting. Won a lot of races with that one. And after we sold her at auction, I said I would never own another racehorse, and because you could never get that high again. You could never get that far up the ladder of winning stakes and all that. So, it's been fun. Well, we sold her in the fall of 2005, and then what happened, I got a call. It was Kentucky Derby time, and then Preakness, went down to the Fassick, Tipton sale, all that business. And I got the call, and then we bought Storm Dixie, her mom. And so, and then here we are, It's great. It's just great stuff.
First horse you bred?
First horse we ever bred.
Right here.
And here she is. She's the best. #1 in the world. Right? Yeah, Yeah.
And how special is it to have everybody here, the crew here from
That's great.
Saratoga?
I can tell you, doing that, like our family is, obviously a family here, friends. We have people here from literally all over the country. In fact, I have one guy, he's here from Japan, and it's just great. Everyone wants to see her. And I'll tell you, one of the real fun things is to bring people to races. They've never been in there before. They have no idea what racing is about. And to bring them and get them this close to what the experience is just super special. It's so rewarding to do it with everyone. And so today, if she goes on and has a good race against her stablemate Unlimited Budget and the others, we'll just be thrilled. But on the other hand, it'll be a tough race if she does well. If, she doesn't win, it's okay. I mean, we won the Oaks. We're there. She doesn't have to do anything more as far as I'm concerned. She really doesn't.
The early risers of the Stanko family paused for a quick picture with their prize filly before wishing her well. Of course, there was still a race to be run, and the King of Prussia Stable came out in force in the paddock.
See him? They're putting the saddle on her. See? They're getting her all dressed up for the race.
All dressed up indeed, as trainer Todd Pletcher provided a few taps on the nose after saddling Princess of Sylmar for the big race. Ed Stanko, affectionate as always with his homebred, paused for a photo before the horses came out for their paddock show.
I missed you.
Here, jockey Javier Castellano, who lost the mount on Princess of Sylmar after a disappointing second-place finish in the Gazelle Stakes, found himself back aboard, as Mike Smith was busy with regular riding duties on Royal Delta that day. Some last-minute riding instructions from trainer Todd Pletcher were obviously well heard and well taken. Meanwhile, Stanko and fellow owner Mike Rapoli exchange a pre-race embrace, and as she's led out to the track, Princess's admirers can be heard. While the Princess of Sylmar fan club, at least 100 strong, made their way to their seats, the trophies for the coaching club American Oaks came out. No pre-race jitters for the Stanko family, as a smile and a wave was followed by Smiles all around for the camera. When the gates finally did open, Princess of Sylmar found herself at the back of the pack chasing slow fractions, and Ed Stanko looked on nervously through his binoculars. And here's how he looked, awaiting his filly from her fast-finishing sixth-length win and leading the princess to her loud and proud small army of fans in the winner's circle.
It was a big, big stepping stone. You know, everyone said to me, is this a prep? And my response to that was, a grade 1 race is not a prep. And by the way, no one gave an email to the princess. So, you know, it's just, what can I say? It's phenomenal. She's on her way. You know, hopefully Todd manages everything. Of course, if she comes out well, she goes to the Alabama, and then we'll finish up at the Cotillion. What can I say? I was thrilled the day we won a maiden race here with our New York bred. Here we are with this. And this is really, really a special time.
Princess, you're the best!
I know I'm going to have a party in the backyard. And we said, wait a minute, we're going to go to Saratoga, why not do it there? And this is just great to have everybody part of the Sylmar family here. So what we decided to do was to get a mid julep cup made for each of the individual owners. Nice! Okay? So, much interesting. Zero. Ron isn't here. Yeah, please.
I'll take it.
And because Ronnie and Betsy raised her at Storm Dixie and raised her from birth, we were there that day. You're the best. And we couldn't figure out what to name our horse, our filly, so we decided to name her after Sylmar Farm. And so we named her the Princess of Sylmar, and that was a little scary because we didn't know how she would perform. Well, guess what? We answered all those questions. That's it. We're not done with you. Okay. And Ronnie, here's a special present. It's an album from birth through the Kentucky Oaks. Todd's hair was actually dark. So all his owners turned his hair gray. And we looked at him and we said, you know, that style worked in Texas, it worked all those years, but we've got to do a little bit more. So we've got a special gift here for Todd. To finish off his Saratoga season.
Hello.